Kelvin, defeat at Manchester City on the last day of the season. Your thoughts on the game overall?
We were disappointed with our first half performance. Probably allowed them to have a bit too much of the play. But we spoke at half time. I think our second half performance, warranted at least a goal. We had chances in the first half and didn't take them. And when you come to Man City, you don't take chances. It happens.
When you're making a couple of saves like you did from Aguero, do you start to think maybe it will be your day? You start to get those little bits of luck going in your favour?
Well, you certainly want to get to half time, being in a position that we can go on and win the game, and we did that. Like you say, a couple of saves, was an opportunity for us then to push on, but it wasn't to be.
And Manchester City, I think, is to their credit really how seriously they took today's game, because a lot of people might have speculated that couldn't go up in the league, couldn't go down, but they really showed what they were all about as well, didn't they?
They did. They've got good professionals and obviously fantastic players, and they turned up today, and it was always going to be a tough test. But as I say, if you don't take the chances and you don't defend well, then you concede against these teams. So it was I wouldn't say unlucky, but I'd certainly say there's more from us to come.
I can tell from the way you're talking and from the way the dressing room is that you're disappointed to be here. I mean, finishing 7th in the Premier League with everything that went on last summer has got to be looked at as an achievement. But does it say a lot about you as a group that you are disappointed with this?
I think there was a sense of underachievement in the dressing room after the game. We said that we're better to finish the season at Man City. We could have been going to less attractive places for the last game to go and get those 3 points. And there's been a couple of away games recently which we've come off the pitch thinking we should have done better. And I think yes, the season's been fantastic, but that says a lot about our group and the lads that we're looking in there. Probably looking at those results where probably should have performed better and taken our chances. We didn't, and obviously today that disappointment of not getting what we wanted.
I guess that sort of doubles when you look at the table and you look at how many points are separating you and Spurs, even at this late stage.
Yeah, it's a tough pill to swallow, but with what we are in the dressing room, we're a group that want to learn, group that want to push forward. And what a fantastic lesson for us to show what it takes to get into them top reaches of the league.
In the days and weeks that will come, though, surely as a group and a club, we'll look back at this as being a tremendously successful season.
I think so. As I say, it's another step forward. That's how we see it. We want to, I think it's safe to say that we've established ourselves very much in the league, and it's about that next step. We want to keep progressing. We want to win things, and we want to see that club up in the top level of the Premier League.
On a personal level as well, reaching the 300 game milestone today, which is something you've spoken about wanting to achieve. I guess it's one of those that you'll look at in a couple of days' time and you'll be proud of it. But walking off the pitch today is just ultimately disappointment.
Yeah. It was a milestone that came around, and now I've got another one. So it's that's football. That's for me. That's being professional and looking at the next stage of what you want to achieve. Obviously, extremely proud to get to that mark. And we presented the shirt this week to Nathaniel Klein for his 100 game in the dressing room. We want those sorts of players as well to get to 200, get to 300 and beyond. So it's a fantastic personship for me and for my family who are here today, and it's onwards and upwards.
Thoughts then going into the summer in terms of your general reflection on the season?
I think that we can look back on the season with great amount of pride how the club have handled everything. But it's now just about, it's in the past almost. It is great to look at, but we've got to go again next season.
I guess you can channel that disappointment that you're feeling today into really bettering it next year.
I think we've probably been a little bit clever there, not quite finishing in the top 6. It gives us something to attack next year.
I think that's what someone's said in the week as well, about 5 years consecutively, Saints improving year on year on year, and it does give you that room to do that next year.
Absolutely.